Hey guys, from time to time I get a plugin that's just so good it kind of deserves its own ITL, and today's no exception. I'm gonna let you check out Ozone 5, especially the advanced version. The advanced version is a little more money, but you can use the individual elements, the equalizer, the exciter, the maximizer. You can use all those and load them independently. And the reason that's good is you don't have to load the whole plug-in. If you've got a slower computer like I do, then it saves you a little CPU usage. I selected a track that kind of shows it off a little bit. This is my buddy's FYI Monster Blocka's Addis and the crew. So let's just jump right in. So normally what I start with is hip-hop basic, but on this song let's start with Dance Club Master crispy drums. So here's without it. Okay, I'm gonna flip it in halfway through. Pretty impressive. Ooh, let's break it down and see what we did. Here's kind of the guts of the whole thing. This is the limiter. One of the things you'll notice right away is this guy up here. This shows you the amount of compression and attack. It shows you the picture of the attack, the release, and the amount of compression. So let's I've got a little too much compression, so let's. If I can get this wave going by, see how it just holds it for a little bit and then releases it, and I'm not squeezing the heck out of it too much. The margin is the brick wall that it can't go past. Now, if you're in hard mode, it truly is a brick wall, 20 feet thick. It ain't going nowhere. IRC1 controls the intelligent release. I kind of like this one. This one to me is very musical. IRC2 is a little more of a clamp. IRC3 is probably the most usable one. It actually kind of helps you get more transients. Then soft is the least musical. Now you can get even more transient recovery by clicking this button. Okay, notice on these modules you have a little slider. So, for example, if we solo the maximizer, we can get none to all maximizer. So now let's take a look at the dynamics module. A lot of stuff going on, but it's really not that complex. It comes up as a 4-band compressor, and then here's the frequencies that the crossovers of the various bands are, and then here's how you can isolate each band and work on it. You'll figure all this stuff out. I'm not going to spend time on that, but the one that's really cool so you can see I can time my release, I can time my attack. So let's use a long release and see what happens. Changes the timing. So let's see if we can find a good one. there, maybe a little shorter. Watch what the attack does. You notice the attack is opening afterwards. That gives us a little more of the original signal coming through, which you may want, you may not want. Then again, we've got our little mix mode in here, and then you can also expand on this section. You can do a little pre-limiting on this one. I like to kind of get this guy a little bit of a little bit of juice. Before I hit the limiter with it, so experiment with that. Let's try the equalizer. Now the equalizer is really cool. Analog mode and digital mode. Digital uses a little more CPU. I like the analog mode. You can read the manual. They'll show you the distinctions. So let's try a third octave view for the analyzer. I like this view. Another neat thing about this view is this little bad boy here. Watch this. So you can isolate frequencies. By the way, this is your bandwidth. You can select anything you want to select. I mean, it's crazy. Now the equalizer is pretty special, but I like this harmonic exciter. Now what's the difference? The harmonic exciter will allow me to choose various modes. Like tape is a very even harmonic mode, odd harmonic mode, and it has, you know, a brightness factor to it. Warm is what you would expect. Retro is what you expect. Triode and pentode. Triode gives you that 12AX7 sound, only half of it, which gives you some real nice even harmonics. Then the dual triode uses both sides of the tube, gives you really nice clean harmonics. Let's try triode. Okay, here's the bands that we're working with. Here's the bands that we're working with. So let's watch this. How does that compare to the equalizer? I'm going to shift them back and forth during the song. I think that's so cool. And then if you want a little less, you just slide the fader over and get a little less. And basically that kind of gets you going. Let's, just for fun, let me show you a couple other presets. I love this preset. It's called Hip Hop Basic. Where is that little bad boy? Watch this. Okay, so I like that one. That's a good starting one. Let's go back and compare that one with the one we just used, which was this one. But Dave, about missing some of the top end. Oh, I'm glad you told me that. Let's see if we can get it back. Anyway, man, there's so much you can do with these plugins. I'm telling you, I just scratched the surface. I mean, these things, they're very well designed. I pulled it up, started using it without reading the manual because I hate reading manuals, and then I was able to kind of maneuver my way through. Then, as I wanted to get more sophisticated with it, I read the manual, and so you can work like the layers of an onion. You can go in as deep as you want and as heavy as you want. You all know how much I love MS techniques, and most of the modules come with the option to use them in MS. So you can do various things to the middle as opposed to the sides. And then there's another module we didn't get to go into. It's the imaging module, make it wider, and you can do that with various frequencies, not just the whole thing. So it's a very impressive plugin. And if you read the manual, you'll be able to use everything you want with hardly any, if any at all, latency. I don't have a problem with latency because I rarely use all the 8 million modules that it has. So anyway, I want to make sure you were aware of this plugin because it really is an incredible tool, and you can use it together, and I'm using it on the stereo bus on just about everything I do now, or you can take individual elements and use those on individual tracks, and the individual elements are pretty spectacular. And imagine a really nice dance EDM style keyboard that you use the widener on in the Harmonic Exciter on. So it's limitless. It's kudos to the guys at Isotope. Really well done.